Sumos, and today we'll be building an analog clock using React. I will quickly hop over to sandbox.io and we'll create a sandbox using React. Okay. Is my video stuck or I'm not sure. Authenticating. What is the internet speed that I'm getting right now? Let me just check that. Looks like it's pretty low. Okay, looks like it's pretty good. Why is this taking so much of time? Ooh. Okay, so looks like it has authenticated us. The last time we were trying to use code sandbox.io, it was kind of slow. I'm not sure why, and I really had difficulty, switching between. The view wasn't getting rendered quickly. Yeah, so I experienced such slowness in the app, but I'm not sure. So yeah, let's get started creating the analog clock. So basically, analog clock, when we say the term analog clock, what what comes to my mind is I have to create a div which will be circular, and I have to find its center, that div center, and I have to place my seconds, my minutes, and our hand there. Okay, and basically I want to move my hands in like clockwise direction, and second will be moving like a 60 seconds, kind of like that. So why don't I just start with, let's call it my analog clock. Okay, so it's updating fine, and let's call this, let's get rid of this guy, and then let's call this dev dot dev dot what dev dot clock container. Let's call this dev dot clock container, and let's also open the styles, and clock container should be, I hope so this is visible. Yeah, I hope so this is visible. And what we'll do is we'll give it a width of, let's say, 4 rem, height of 4 rem, and what we'll also do is make the border radius to 50% so that it will become a circle, and then we'll give a border 1px solid black or gray. Okay, and I guess we can make it 10. Okay, and what we'll do is flex sorry, will display flex and align or justify content center. Yeah, so flex direction column will also make it column, so that, and also we have to do align items center so that everything is in center. Yeah, we have our clock in center. Now what we want to do is we want to basically make the hands and all the hand, whatever the hands are there, we want to make it kind of like in the center of the analog clock. So what I'm thinking is, why don't I make it a flex? If I or should I not make it a flex? I think making it an absolute or a disposition, let's call it relative. Okay, and what I will do is, what I'm thinking is, I will create um, div. I will create div dot clock second hand. Okay, I will create this clock, or let's call it a seconds hand. Okay, yeah, let's call it seconds hand, and let's put that second hand here. And basically this should be position absolute, right? And we'll give it a width of 8 rems. Okay, and height of 0.1 rem. Okay, and we'll also give it background of gray, right? Yeah, we'll do that. And I want it to be placed in the center of my current div. So what I'll do is top 50%, and I guess translate 50%, and I'm not sure if doing this is a right thing. Yeah, so I guess I have to make it half of it. 4 rems should be good, or 4.5 rems should be good enough. So again, the thing is, I want to place it at the center of it, right? Center. How? So I know that this is pointing at the center of but how will it move like a clock? Like it will consider it at the center and then move accordingly. How should I make that happen? I'm just thinking of that. Okay, let's make it a dot, 0.1 rems. Okay, or 0.22 rems. Okay, yeah. And transform translate, if I do this, then where does it go? 50% translate y minus 50%. I'm not sure how to place a div in center, sorry, absolute div in center. top left 50%. Okay, is that the one I have to do? Okay, cool. So what I can do is, if I just replace this with this, okay, now it's in the center, and now I want to make its width 5 rem, but making it 5 rem or point, let's do 0.2 rems. Okay, I found the center of this using this way. Okay, but how will dot, I'm just thinking, how will I create after content width of 4 rem, height 0.2 rem. Okay, and background gray. I guess this is the way, right? Yeah, this is the way. Content empty. For so I'm not sure like how to even create the hands of the clock. How should I create that? Gray, like keeping it to the center. How can I make the clock hand? Is there a way I can do that? Is there a way I can do that? Let me just think about it. Think. Okay, why is it not showing up? Before width, height, background, or let's call it 2 rems. Will it show up somewhere? Okay, maybe top 0, left 0, it will show up. Yeah, no, 50%. I'm not sure what am I doing here, but yeah, let's kind of debug it. Seconds and save, seconds and clear. Let's inspect this guy. I want to inspect this guy, and there is nothing called as before and after for this one. Second, oh, I wrote seconds and okay. So now let's see what happens after. Yeah, will that update? So top 0 and left 0. Okay, so if I do this, then also there's nothing. Right, 0, bottom 0, anything, nothing. um so what should we be doing here? Content width, how to create the hands of a clock. Okay, how to create the hands of the clock. I was thinking this should work, but looks like it's not working. Why is that? It should have worked. Second hand. What? How about clock container after? Uh, if I paste the same thing over here, what will happen? I think because I've defined it to be absolute positioned, that's why it is happening. Okay, no, top 0, left 0. Okay, still nothing. Should I refresh this? Okay, nothing is showing up. And if I comment this out, then what happens? I guess the view is not getting updated. See, I wrote here analog is, but this did not get updated. What the hell, man? Sandbox. This shouldn't be happening, right? This shouldn't be happening with you. Okay, so I'll do this. I will get rid of this, and basically I want to see if this works. Top 0, left 0, or right RIGHT, right 0. Okay, now it came position after doing a position absolute. So what I want to do next is I want to keep its width to 4 and its height to 0.2. Okay, and then I want to kind of make this gray, and I also want to make it more narrower, and this 2.45. okay, so it's greater, and this 0.088. yeah, I want to do that. And basically now we have our seconds hand there. So yeah, we have that, and we what we'll do is we'll create all the hands like minutes hand, and hours hand. So yeah, once we have done that, what we'll do is seconds, minutes hand, basically Okay, let's do this. Let's position absolute would go here, background gray, and this guy also go here. So I'm just segregating whatever the common stylings are there so that we don't have to repeat ourselves. Okay, so once we have done with that, we should be good. And let's define hand everywhere. Hand. Okay, hand and hand. Okay, so we have that in place. And once we have done that, what we want to do next is that yeah, what I want to do next is I want to basically create sand after what I'll do is I'll create red. These guys should not be overlapping, right? These guys should not be overlapping. I guess second hand should also be positioned absolute. And minutes hand should also be positioned absolute. Why they are not overlapping over each other? That's where my confusion lies. Let me okay, this is let me make this a little bit more bigger. 15 rams, 15 rams. This is 10 rams, 10.5, 10 rams or 9.5. Yeah, 9.5. Yeah. And also I want to get rid of this dot. Okay, now they are overlapping. Now they are overlapping because of this height. I guess if I do this, yeah, this should be good, and this should be good. So once we have this, I guess all I want to do is now top, left, right. What do I have to rotate? Transform, rotate, Control I. I'm not sure like how does rotate works. Rotate. I have to kind of move it in certain angles, right? Move it in certain angles. Let's see 10% what happens. Nothing happens. And if I make this 10, then what happens? 10, nothing happens. 10, nothing happened. If I refresh the page, I guess it's again stuck. Let's unstuck it. and let's try that out. Okay, nothing has happened so far. Transform. Rotating this did not help us. So what is all this? Like if I remove this, like let me also remove is. Okay, that is working. So if I remove this as well, okay, top 40px. Okay, so transform rotate 40, decrease I 40%. I'm not sure how does transform rotate works. Transform rotate works. Let's see how does it work. So the rotate CSS function defines a transformation that rotates an element around a fixed point on the 2D plane. Oh, degrees. Okay, got it. Oh, I have to write degrees over there instead of percent. If I type degrees, then what happens? Okay, so it rotated kind of. What if I say 0 degrees here and comma? Does it work like that? 40 degrees again. Okay. Okay, it's turning like that, but okay, let's try to read it. The rotate function defines a transformation that rotates an element around a fixed point on the 2D plane without deforming it. Its result is a transformation function data type. Okay, a fixed point that element rotates around mentioned above is also known as the transform origin. The default to the transform default to the center of the element, but you can set your own custom transform origin using transform origin property. So yeah, the amount of rotate degree is specified by an angle. Okay, so how to know how to know um what is the transform origin of a div? By default, okay, so how can I, okay, I want to change the transform origin. By default it's 50%, so that's why. Okay, got it. So can I, okay, so I know what I want to do. I want to rotate this 40 degrees, and what I want to do is transform origin left. Okay, yeah, that's what I wanted. Yes, cool. If I do that, okay, that's what I wanted to do. But what I want to do now, my minutes hand should be kind of less than 7.5. Will that work or no? It's 6.5 or 7. It should be okay at 7. Yeah, it should be okay at 7, and it should be slightly heavier than, there is nothing called as 0.8 rem, point 0.1, oh, point 0.1, 1, oh, height, okay, sorry, point, okay, point 0.1 rem. We'll keep it to the 0.1 rem. And what we want to do next is, okay, so once we have defined this, my other goal is hours, 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 and after I'll simply paste all this content in here, and all I want to do is 6, and all I want to do, make this color is probably green. Yeah, I know it's ugly, but yeah, it is what it is. 90, yeah, so let's make it more shorter, 5 or 4, and a little bit on heavier side. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so we have this in place and everything. Is everything in center? I'm not sure, but okay, so we have what we need here. Now all we gotta do is, okay, so all we have to do is now um, make the clock tick, like now I want to kind of set, rotate this our seconds hand. So far I was able to do this, but I'm not sure if you zoom this like here, they are not overlapping. They should be somehow overlapping on each other. That's what I meant, but yeah, they are not, but it's okay for now. My target was to at least get this get this working till this point, and from here what I want to do is I want to start making the seconds hand rotating in the clockwise direction. Okay, yeah, I want to do that. So I now know that transform, if I use transform 40 degree transform rotate, let's see if everything is 0 degrees, where will it go? If my transform origin left, if I keep that onto this, and if I say 0 degrees, then let's see where it goes. Okay, it goes there. Yeah, and let's say I keep 360 degrees, then where will it go? Okay, it will end up at the same spot. So 270 degrees. Okay, cool. How can company ask such questions in an interview? But yeah, it is what it is. Okay, so how am I going to rotate the hands? let's say let's say let uh, obviously I want to set an interval set, or I won't. I think I don't want to set anything on this. I will use a ref import, use ref from React. Okay, I'll use that, and let second hand ref is equal to use ref. Okay, it will be, and ref is equal to second hand ref. Okay, so what I was thinking is, as soon as use effect, as soon as my effect starts, okay, I will on mount. If once everything is mount, and second set interval, and I will give it 1 second. At every 1 second it should move, right? So second hand ref dot current dot I'm not sure how to access the document at this point of time, but or wait a minute. Why am I doing it this way? Wait a minute, just give me a second. I'll just comment this out. Okay, so I have this, right? So what if I just do second hand seconds hand, and I have this, right? And what if I just take all of this, and I don't have, sorry, take all of this, comment this out, and put everything in here. Yeah, so it's basically behaving the same way. So why do I need after? So I don't need after here as well. So everything should work nice and easy. Okay, so I have that, so that basically makes my job easier. I just need to catch use effects, how to access the style of a div using use ref React. import here, then create ref, pass it to the DOM, use ref, returns object current. Okay, let me see that how that works, so that I can use it the right way. Current dot, okay, you are trying to modify existing, okay, got it. So in order to make it work, you need to modify the background color through styles. Okay, got it. Yeah, that absolutely makes sense. So what I will do here is current dot style dot transform 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 it from basically transform rotate rotate dollar something and decrease, right? I need to do this and give a variable xyz here, but yeah, that this is what I need to do, and for every interval this would be happening, right? um I don't think so. We need to modify. Can we do it in CSS somehow? So if I want to do it in CSS, then probably like animate. If I use animate from like I'm not sure what am I trying to do here, but let me just try this. If I do this, then animate animation. I want to do animation, and I'm not sure if I have done this earlier, like for what I've used animation. I've used animation for my okay, I want to open up the dashboard. Just bear with me for a second. I don't know how much time has been passed till now. Let me check. It's 44 minutes. So I was 6 years ago. I'm not sure what is this. DocuSign front end. Okay, experience timeline. Yeah, for experience timeline, I guess I was using something called animation, so that I can okay, I just wanted to okay, I haven't used animation here. I'm not sure where I had used animation, but oh yeah, I remember where I've used animation. Okay, so not here, but Okay, I'm just trying to find out a code that I used recently. Open folder. That was my portfolio where I used animation. Okay, so not this one, but yeah, it's still loading. So where are we? Banner, or did we do it in banner? Yeah, I think so, we did it in banner. So yeah, here is the keyframes that we used, right? And I just want to copy paste this. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but it's worth a try. And I wanted to use this as well. Okay, yeah. So animation, fluid animation name, 3 seconds. I want to do it 1 seconds. I don't want this. 1 second. And what I want to do is rotate at transform rotate 270 degrees, and by the end of this I want transform rotate um, but 1 second, 1 second. 1 minute. Yeah, in 1 minute I guess it should go here, right? So in a minute there are 60 seconds, so why don't I make it 60 seconds? Save this and let's see how it works. Transform. Okay, 0 degrees, 270. Okay, and I also want to make it 0 degrees. Is it slower? Okay, I guess it should probably go 360 degrees. I'm not sure why it went slow in the end. Yeah, see here Looks like it's going slower and slower and slower. Why it's getting slower here? Is there a specific reason? What is alternate reverse? Is it like but it grows slower in the end, and I have no clue why that is happening. It shouldn't be working like that. It shouldn't go slow in that way. See, like it. Okay, whatever. So yeah, like my idea was to kind of yeah, not sure why it's getting slower there, but yeah, I wanted to do that. And why don't I do this? Okay, I'll get rid of this guy, and I'll use second hand animation. Okay, and I will probably use the same thing from here to this guy here. Minute hand animation, and instead of 60 seconds, this guy should move like in 160 seconds. It should probably move a little bit, right? A little bit. So 63 6 0 0. 60 into 60, should I do that? I'm not sure. Hey, yeah, we are kind of building a clock. Um, yeah. So looks like my image is kind of getting in the way of the clock. Save this. Edit. Hide the chat. Save this. Okay, cool. So in how many seconds? Okay, so I guess it should for for the minute clock to do the entire 360 spin, 360-degree spin, it should, yeah, it should probably take 60 into 60 seconds, right? Hopefully I'm not wrong about that. And then the hours hand will do the same thing and call it a hours hand, and hours hand animation we'll call it. And so how many, after how many seconds it should move that way? Who is Pratibha Jain? I'm not sure who you are talking about. We are. Okay, I'm not able to see the chat. 36. Yeah. Oh, cool. So if you do that, then it will move. Okay. But okay. 3600 into 24. Oh. Oh, okay. But where did you get my LinkedIn from? Is oh, KVD Sumit. So from my uh, yeah, username. Cool. I guess if we are talking about the same Pratibha, she was in Cincinnati, University of Cincinnati. So yeah, that's where uh, we met. Yeah, it is. It is a small world. But I'm not sure like why this second hand is getting slower at the end of the. See here, it's moving pretty fast, but like yeah, it's moving way faster onto this side, and then as it goes completing the circle, it it gets kind of slower, uh, literally. Yeah, it gets too much slower at this end. I'm not sure why is that. 60 seconds infinity in that description box. Oh yeah, yeah. I guess yeah. I've also given my LinkedIn. Second hand animation. See how to do keyframe linearly. Mm, like, do you mean? I'm not sure if I understand what do you mean by linearly. How to do keyframes linearly. Um, CSS. So I think you're talking about this, and then the thing you removed is in, right? I did not do the ease in. Oh, now it works fine. Uh, I guess yeah, it's working fine now. I don't know if browser have some default animation timing function that is making the object slow down towards the end. But yeah, like as you suggested, I'm not. I guess I have to read about this. What does it do? I haven't read about animation much, but yeah, it would be a good thing to explore that. But yeah, thanks a lot for that suggestion. Uh, so I'll just copy this here and also over here so that it can move in similar fashion. But yeah, I guess we build the analog clock that way. Cool, cool. So yeah, this question, I guess I was going to do it in a weird way of using use effect and so on and so forth. But I I guess interviewer will want me to code it in a JavaScripty way rather than a more CSS way. But yeah, it is what it is. We okay, yeah, we have second ref used here. I guess we can also implement it using JavaScript way. We all we have to do is that we have to kind of make it have some state for both of for three of the hands, and then we can update them using set interval. Yeah, we can do it that way. Cool. Linear animation looks flat in other places. To make it smooth, people add a Bezier curve to their animations. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Life में सब बढ़िया. I've um I've not talk in Hindi on this channel, and it seems, and my friends are saying that your streams are pretty boring because I don't crack much jokes or anything of that sort, and I was just doing this for my interview purposes and nothing else. So yeah, it's nothing like I'm a super coder or something like that. I'm just a guy who is trying to solve some questions, and um, yeah, trying to get better at giving interviews or taking interviews. So that's it. What about you? Where do you work, or are you like are you based out of USA or India? Your knowledge does look pretty solid about animations, uh, uh, and I guess you might be a front end developer, given that you have a good knowledge. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was planning to go to Boston. Yeah, yeah, it is. It is. So I was searching for a job like for 9 months, and recently I got a break. Like I got a job with a Broadridge Bank. So yeah, so after a long time I got a break, and I'm based out of Vancouver. I suppose Vancouver is in Tor- oh, is in Canada, right? Vancouver. Oh yeah, Canada. Cool. It wouldn't be as cold as Vancouver though. You guys are up north, right? So yeah, it shouldn't be bad. I was planning to visit there this Thanksgiving, like tomorrow or day after tomorrow, but yeah, let's see how that goes. But anyways, hey, thanks for that. But anyways, nice talking to you. I'll end the stream as it is my dinner time. I'll head upstairs and have some dinner. West Coast Canada. Cool, cool, cool. Good for you. Welcome to USA. Cool. Um, I'll end the stream. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much. Hey, Supratism. Yep. I hope I spelled your name correctly. If not, sorry. Yeah, but yeah, thanks for your help. I'll read more on animation in some time. But again, thank you. Okay, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. It was a fun challenge, and see you in the next stream. Till then, take care. Bye bye. See you.